you can write more profitable business that actually sticks and stays, because if you want to get paid, it's got to stay on the books. And there's nothing worse than having a non-sufficient funds email, or maybe a carrier email that says, hey, you owe us some money because the money didn't come into the company's hands. Well, I'm going to hand you a tool in this video that's going to help you fix the majority of that so that you can become hopefully more successful in this industry. Final expense sales is phenomenal, but you got to understand this tool, and I'm going to give it to you in this video. So thanks for joining with me, my friends. We're going to dive right into it. We're going to do a screen share, and I'm going to show you how a true Social Security billing carrier will help you not become a casualty of the business. This is very important. Let's take a look at the month of January, because that's as of the date of this video. January, let's say the 3rd. Somebody that's on Social Security benefits, they're paid every 3rd of the month, right? Wrong. On the 3rd of the month, those sweet people were paid on the 2nd. The 2nd, which means the banks are closed on Saturday. So if you don't get the money out on the 2nd, you're beyond second place, which is the first loser here. They wouldn't have an option if you were using a carrier that says we only take money out on the 3rd. Well, the clients had their money since the 2nd. So let's count 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and now 5th. You're 4 days late before they can try to take out the money, which is the 5th, because banks are all closed on those days. This is so important to understand. If they're paid on the 3rd in January, they were actually paid on the 2nd. Now let's wheel down to, let's say, the 1st of February, because February is coming on us quicker than you can blink. People in February that are paid on the 1st, because it falls on a weekend, which is Sunday, if you see on my screen here, they're actually going to be paid on the 30th of January. You're like, what? If you're a brand new agent, this is probably shell-shocking you a little bit, but I want you to write more profitable final expense business so that you get less frustrated. I care about you, and you will become a casualty of the industry if you don't use the right companies, and I'm going to share those companies with you as well. But in February, people that are paid on the 1st are actually not paid in the month of February on the 1st. They're paid on the 30th of January. So people that don't understand this, let me tell you, it'll hurt your profitability real fast. And I guarantee the prospects aren't going to own the fact that they spent every dime. They're going to blame you, and that's just okay. That's what we do. We just take it for the team here, right? Coming up in March, same thing. Everybody that's paid on the 1st of the month is not paid on the 1st in March. They're paid in February on the 27th, if you can see my screen. This is crazy when you don't understand this. So you want to use companies that understand implementation of this. There's a lot of months in 2026, and you got to understand how it works. For example, April, everything's great. People that are paid on the 1st in April are truly paid on the 1st. And then when the 3rd happens, well, it's a weekday, so everything's fine. In May, take a look though. People that are paid on the 3rd are actually paid on the 1st. People that are paid on the 1st in May are paid on the 1st. See the little circle, little square? That's how this truthfully works. And in June, everything's fine as wine. July on the 1st and the 3rd, well, not too much of a big deal, but people that are paid on the 3rd really are paid on the 2nd. See how that slides? Because of the holiday. It's nuts. So you want to use this calendar. You want to be real careful on this. In the August comes up, people that are paid on the 1st, once again, because it's a weekend, it happens on the business day prior, which is in July. So this is so important to understand for your profitability, how these calendars truly work. Because using companies that do Social Security billing is different than using companies that do true Social Security billing. Let's wheel up to February. All right, my friends. So if you write a carrier that does Social Security billing, what most companies mean by that is that they do the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Wednesday of the month. All right. And that slides to different dates. They're very good at that, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Wednesdays of the month. They absolutely stink, all right, when it comes to the 1st and the 3rd. This is the distinction that you got to really pay careful attention to with your company selections on people that are limited income or low income people. They need us to be powerful for them, and it's not about the cheapest, let's say, price. It's all about the placement and the billing so that their payments don't go bonk. Don't be choosing companies that, let's say, are like a a carrier that doesn't do true Social Security billing because it's going to trip you up. You're going to say, oh, these final expense people, blank, blank, blank. No, you just didn't use the right company. Let's just own it as agents. All right. So for somebody that in February is paid on, let's say, the 1st, they're not paid in February, okay, on the 1st until the 27th because in March, the 1st falls on a Sunday. So that's not going to work for you because they're paid in January on the 30th. So in the month of February, you want to use a company like Transamerica. They're amazing in their billing so that when the 1st comes, they'll take the money out on the 30th in January. Very, very important. So that when the prospect gets paid that very day, when that deposit hits, they draw the money out, keeping your policy on the books. Because if not, you're going to be basically a glorified insurance agent that turned into a bill collector, and you're probably going to go broke here. 90% of insurance agents don't even understand this benefit payment calendar. This is something that you can go to my website at jasonfinalexpense.com. I'll gladly give you a copy of this, put your information in on my website, and I'll partner with you in any way possible to get you this tool because I want you to take care of great people. These people need us. And when you understand how this calendar works, it's going to make the business much more simple to understand. Because when you look at November, people that are paid on, let's say, the 1st of the month, they're not paid like at all in November, like a normal billing would be. So in October, they're paid twice. People that are paid on the 1st, take a look at that. In October, they're paid on the 1st and they're paid on the 30th. So October is a double blessing for them. And they're not like you, where maybe you're middle income or upper income where you've got some extra dollars to spare. These great folks will drain the bank account the moment that they're paid at times. So in the month of, let's say, January, man, that happens to be a couple days before the 5th. If they're paid on the 3rd, they're paid on the 2nd, and the banks are shut down, that means they may have spent all their money, which means you will lose that policy, and then they're going to say, let's just do it again next month or maybe never. This calendar is very important to you becoming a casualty of the industry. So this calendar is available for you on my website at jasonfinalexpense.com. Hope this is a blessing to you. I want you to stay in the industry and write sticky business because that's going to help you have money to spend on leads, the opportunity, and more importantly, launching your career to take care of these great folks that need us. So if you need anything at all, reach out. Love to help you. And my goodness, if you ever need any free resources, including carriers like Transamerica, you need good contracts, you need what you need in the tool chest for annuities and life insurance and Medicare insurance, by all means, we recruit agents nationally as well as agencies to sell these very products. Love to partner with you to help you. But remember, you've got what it takes, my friends. But grab this tool that I'll give you and take your career far, because the greater we can make our clients' lives, the greater our lives get to be as a result. Have a fantastic day. Appreciate you liking, sharing the video. Thank you to you that subscribe, and we'll see you soon, my friends.